guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to talk about why I don't really like the modern dating world and why I don't like the mentalities of a lot of this like modern dating kind of ideas. I think a lot of them stem from people starting to kind of give up or starting to see things a little bit pessimistically, like they don't really feel like there is true love out there anymore, or that they'll actually find somebody to marry and be with and have kids and all that. It seems like it's something of the past, and I just wanted to talk about it in this video. First and foremost, I believe in God, and I would say like my faith directs me a lot. Even before I got closer to God, I felt very similar, and I thought I was going to be alone because I felt like it was really hard to find people with my mentality, with things like loyalty, with things like being givers and being there for each other and giving each other our all and not doing things out of selfish motive. That's the first point I'm going to address. I'm going to address the point of giving. I'm a very big giver. I've always been someone to make sure that their partner is okay, to make sure that their partner is feeling loved, is feeling supported. Like, I want to be the role of everything for my partner. That the thing in relationships is sometimes people will try to seek things out in other people, or they'll kind of like have their eyes out on other people, which brings me to my second point of loyalty. For me, loyalty is not just as long as you don't kiss them or say I love you to them or sleep with them, we're all good. No, sometimes it's in the micro things that some people would not even classify as being unloyal, or it being problematic, or it going into some crossing boundaries or going into some like red flag territory. But myself and my significant other, who's long distance, we have had issues with society and society's way of seeing this kind of stuff, and it's made us feel like very alone, because people either don't tell the truth and they kind of act like, yeah, I am so loyal and I only have eyes for my partner, and then some people are brutally honest and honestly are not that loyal. This is very controversial because some people say that it's like human nature and it's normal to like not just have eyes for your partner, but is it? That's the controversial question of the day. I'm sorry. I know that these videos are getting a bit controversial, but hey, let's face this stuff instead of sugarcoating everything, right? So that brings me to the next point of something that happened at E's work. Basically, E told me that this coworker who was approaching his 40s, and apparently he was cheated on as well. I forget his relationship status. I don't think he was joking. Maybe he was, but whatever. He said,
"So when are you going to cheat on your girlfriend?"
and E was like, what? And he said, oh,
Yeah, 'cause, men need side pieces or other girlfriends.
Then he asked him what he means, and he was just saying that you should basically cheat on them before they have a chance to cheat on you. And then E brought up this good point, like maybe it's the people you're choosing to be around that you think everybody's like this. And this is not the only isolated incident. E will notice a lot of these guys at his workplace will be in marriages and relationships, and they're still acting like they're single. And that was my issue. That was why I felt like I was going to be alone, because I haven't, okay. I feel like when it's come to guys, whether they were my friends or acquaintances or strangers, doesn't matter. Like, this repeated pattern I've noticed is like their infatuation sometimes with other girls, and especially a lot of it is on looks. Even like, look at what happens with celebrities. Like, you don't have a connection with them and you're like all infatuated. Obviously it's looks, right? I don't understand that. I don't get the whole infatuation and the being in love with someone that you don't even freaking know. I don't understand that. I don't know. I'm not trying to say this out of judgment, like I'm not trying to judge. I'm just feeling alone with this. E and I feel alone about this. We haven't heard enough people that say it in a certain way or say certain things which make us feel like we're more of a minority in this kind of stuff. We're like how exclusive we really are to each other and how we like don't look elsewhere for things. I have so much love and respect for my significant other, and I just can't imagine breaking his heart like that. It really makes me want to have a conversation, with you guys. I know cheating is not the rule. It's more of like the exception, or it's like not the norm, whatever. But why does it seem more prevalent than it really is? And not just, oh, it's online, it's in these circles and stuff. No, it's even just in the street. There are like people you hear, like, your word of mouth with relatives, with friends, with whatever, like you hear these things happening. It seems like cheating is so widespread, or by how much people are afraid of being cheated on, you think that it happens so much. And I think for me, and this is kind of where I'm going to give a bit of advice, like how I try not to think of it or try not to be so worried that I'm going to be betrayed, is that I think to myself, I am not going to put myself through so much anxiety, not be able to sleep at night, deteriorate over this possibility that, in my opinion, based on what I know about my significant other, is unlikely to happen, about being like cheated on or whatever, betrayed in that way. It doesn't mean I don't get anxious from time to time, but I also have a lot of faith in God, though, that God shows me things. Ian and I have noticed a lot of the times people's true colors will show, they'll expose themselves, or the truth will be revealed in front of us, and that happens so much. So I truly believe if I have to see something or something needs to be shown to me about somebody, it will be shown, right? So same thing in your relationship, right? And that's why I'm thankful that I found someone that like thinks like me in these things, because again, I felt so alone. Like it feels like people don't have a strong foundation or strong like morals on like what cheating really is or what loyalty really looks like. Just to sum up the video, the other thing was being such a giver and being somebody who wants to play all the parts for their partner. And some people kind of want to just take from you. And that's just what I was afraid of. Like, this was just a video of things that I was worried about over time, based on like the mentalities of people and based on how sometimes people are in it for their like self-interest. And that's something that I just don't resonate with. Like, I really am there for the other person. I just want to give. And yeah, I'm not saying I abandon myself, or I try not to, of course, but like I really do care about how my partner is feeling. I want them to feel good. Them feeling good makes me feel good, right? It's not just, oh, what can they do for me all the time? Like, that's not how I see it at all. I want to be of help. I want to make them feel happy, make them feel good, make them feel special. Like, that's just really how I feel. And it just seems like this isn't a widespread kind of mentality in the modern dating. I'm sorry. I don't know if this is controversial, but yeah, that's all for all these points. That is all. Let me know down below what you guys think. And I don't blame you guys for being skeptical. You're valid for being skeptical. I don't blame you. That is all for this video. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.